It's 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, and we still hustle around here. How y'all doing? Beautiful night too. Stay safe out there from COVID. You know, I seen this article today. I thought this was clickbait, and but then I realized that this usually happens. Listen to this. But the article, you can tell the way the article is written. The editor is a PlayStation fan. But anyway, listen to this. This is on comicbook.com's website. Listen to this. PlayStation 5 eBay scalpers make 43 million selling consoles and graphics cards. You're like, what? I thought this was clickbait when I seen this. But let me read it and I'll explain it to you in a minute. Listen to this. Says here PlayStation 5 and graphics card scalpers have made 43 million on eBay, according to a new report. Michael Driscoll, a Chicago data engineer, made a computer program to track the marketplace by plotting all the purchase on a graph. You get a complete vision of how out of control the scalping has been since the PS5 launch. Driscoll talked to, before I continue reading, you notice it says how out of control the scalping is since PlayStation 5 launch. They try to act like Xbox ain't in it, but anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. Anyway, it says Driscoll talked to PC Mag about that wild number and diagnosed just how all this cash is being made. He estimated that there have been at least 32,000 PlayStation 5 consoles sold on the platform, a staggering $937 media price for the digital edition, and a wallet-crushing $1,021 for the physical media version. This is what people who just want to make sure they have their system by Christmas are up against. Xbox fans haven't fared much better with Series X going for 865, while the Series S hovers near 470. And then it says down here in bold letters, says here, an analysis of 82 million eBay scalping market for Xbox, PS5, AMD, and Nvidia. This is nothing new. Yep. This has been happening whenever you have a console release. It gets like this. It gets out of control, especially when it's like during the holiday season, around the Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's time. It gets crazy. And it been like this. I remember like when during the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, you know, the console manufacturers will release like 500,000 just to see how the market is. The first shipment, just to see how the demands is. And when that get gobbled up, then they send out another 500,000. They made it 1 million. Right around when PlayStation 1 came out, and when the demands for video games start to get very demanding, people start to get into gaming more. It was the same thing. So with this happening with the Xbox and the PS5, it's nothing new. It's been like this whenever we have a console release. You know, the demands get high, and when the console manufacturer released the console right around the Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday, that's when stuff get out of control. That's when it gets out of control, because your first shipment that you release is just to see how the demand is. And this is what usually happens, and then people buy them and then turn them around and then put them on eBay and then sell them for double the price. So this is what happens, you know, during the console release, you know. And you notice, you know, they made the editor made sure to say, oh, PlayStation, but Xbox has been in demand too, because Xbox sold out. So, you know, the editor who wrote this article, you can tell the person is a PlayStation, is a PlayStation fan. So they always try to overhype and over exaggerate PlayStation, but we all know that the Xbox Series X is much better than it. But anyway, because right now you can't even find an Xbox Series X right now, not even on Amazon, not even in most of the stores around. They're all gone, So that's how it is during the holiday season, man. When demands are high, because people, like I said, people been saving their money since what? Since the announcement was made. So you best believe they were ready to go out and get them. But now, since we're doing the holiday season and the console manufacturers only release a certain amount, it gets like this. So I mean, this data shows. I mean, this information shows that the date that a data analysis of 82 million scalping markets, and people were willing to play. People were willing to pay double the price. There were stories of people who ordered a PS5, and then when the thing got delivered, when they got delivered to their house, when they opened the box, it was just a brick. It was just a brick inside the box. So that's just the way it is, man. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, but I mean, it's crazy. Not sad, but it's crazy when consoles get released. How desperate, how crazy people can get, man. So my suggestion to people is wait till this holiday season. Wait till the New Year's and Christmas and is over, and then go out and get you a place, get you a new console, whether it's the Xbox, whether it's the PS5, and then go from there. But right now, nah. Wait a little bit. Okay. Oh, one more thing. There's one more story I want to talk about here. They did a screen comparison on the Xbox when it comes to Cyberpunk with the Xbox One S versus the Xbox Series S. Now the Series S is using DDR3 RAM, right? But the Xbox Series S is using GDR6, and it's using solid state and all that stuff like that. So of course the Xbox Series S will outperform the Xbox One S any day. Even the Xbox One X will outperform the Xbox One S. So that's to me comparing a newer comparing a newer console to an older one, it's a waste of time to me. It really is, because everybody already knows that everybody knows that when you compare to a last gen console versus this gen, that the newer console will always outperform the older one. It always is, So to me, this article on Tweaktown, I mean, to me, it's just a waste, Of course, the Xbox Series S is gonna outperform the Xbox One S, because the Xbox One S came out first, last gen, and then after that the Xbox One X came out, right, within the Xbox One family. But now we're over to the Xbox Series family, and then you got the Xbox Series S and Series X. So of course the Series S will outperform the Xbox One X and the Xbox One S together. The Series S will do that. So to me, comparing a newer console to an older one, it's a waste of time. That's like it will be the equivalence like comparing a Lamborghini to a Cadillac. There's no competition. There's no comparison. There's no point. So when I see people do articles like this, I think it's just a waste. When they like when you see people try to compare the PS5 to the PS4, it's a waste. That's a no-brainer. Everybody will know that the PS5 will outclass the PS4 any day. just any day, you know. So to me, that it's just a waste, you know. Like when they compared, they were comparing Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS5 versus Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS4. It's the same. It's the same game, but the difference is you have a better processing power with the PS5 over the PS4, and then you got the extra. You got a better memory, better video card, better hard drive, faster loading time. So of course, PS5 will outclass PS4 any day. I mean, PS4 is still a good console. It's just not on the level of the PS5. You know, so the same could be said with the Xbox One S, the Xbox One X. I mean, they're good consoles, but the Xbox One S and Xbox One X is not on the level of the Xbox Series S and the Series X. So when I see people do these articles, it's like it's a waste of time, man. Come on, it's a no-brainer. And I mean, and even if you like try to change TVs, even if you try to take a 4K TV and say, okay, you take a 4K TV and put an Xbox One S on it. You take a 4K TV and put a Xbox One X, and then you take two 4K TVs and put the Xbox Series S and the Series X. The Series S and X will outclass the One X and the One S. You know, so to me, it's just a waste. You know, and the same could be said for the PlayStation 5. So yeah, these articles are a waste to me, you know. So of course, if you want to get the best out, I mean, if you want to go play Cyberpunk on the PS4 and Xbox One, go for it. If you're not into graphics and all that, and you just want to play the game, go for it. But if you're into the graphics and all that, then you got to get next gen. You know, so these articles, they are to me they are a waste of time when they start doing that. You know, they try to act like what they try to do too is try to act like they never played on the older consoles, like they weren't used watching those graphics on the older consoles. They try to act like the older consoles don't exist. You know, so now these articles right now when they do a screen comparison with a newer console versus the older, there's no comparison. You know? There's no comparison. Of course, the newer console is going to outclass the older one. It happens, you know. But anyway, I'm going to leave a link in the description box for these articles. And nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. The Borg to Dark Side. I'm gone. Peace.